Hello everyone, Gingerbell here for Gingerbell Designs and Country Craft Creations today. Today I am going to share with you the inside walkthrough of my Simple Stories, Simple Vintage, 'Tis the Season album. Now, I recently showed some sneak peeks as well as a quick little video of the inside when it was finished, but I did not show you all the fun interactive parts, and that's the best part, so I want to show you that. I also want to let you know I did not decorate my cover yet. This is obviously not decorated. I want to show you everything on the inside, then I'm going to go ahead and decorate my cover. I will show you that I made, as soon as I figure out what I did with it, I made a shaker from one of the frames from the collection and some bits and bobs from Buttons Galore and More that I got from the Country Craft Creation store as well, and all of that will be linked below. But I just added, I cut some frames the same size as the oval from Chipboard and hollowed those out with a smaller oval so that you didn't see the chipboard on the inside. Cut one of the 3x4 cards from the element sheet and cut it down to fit. And I did scotch tape this on the back in addition to the glue just to make sure I got a good hold. And this is going to be the focal point of the front of my album, but I'm doing a lot more with it. So I will snap a picture and that will be at the beginning of this walkthrough. You will have already seen the cover, but I want to walk through the inside with you and show you all the fun parts. I also want to let you know, I'm going to try a different format with, as far as my tutorial goes. I am going to remake this album because I really liked it using the Graphic 45 Letters to Santa papers that I also purchased from the CCC store. Because like I said, I really liked how this turned out and the size and the style. So I am going to, rather than trying to piece together all of my bits and bobs of video and editing it, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the pieces that I've cut for that and show you each signature that goes on the inside. And then I will show you how I have a video on how I decorated these pages and assembled them. So in the tutorial, you will see Craft Artisan, and in the actual part of the tutorial where I assemble everything, you'll see the Black Artisan. So let's dive into this really quick. So the album is a 6 by 7.5 with two 1.5 inch by 7.5 inch spines. And I've done this in the lay flat method. It is a trifold. I've done a ribbon closure, so my ribbons, I've done a double ribbon with some black and white ribbon from my stash. I just liked these colors with this paper collection. So we're going to open this up. Now, I do have a little more bulk on mine, and if you don't like that, you may want to do your panel a little bit differently than I did. I don't mind that little bit of bulk. It doesn't hurt anything, and nothing is getting squished in there. But my panel on the inside here, you will see, and you will have seen in that quick little walkthrough, that I added a couple things. So when you first open the album, we're going to go off to the side here. We have this fun little envelope style pocket. So this is magnetic closure, and I've used one of the fun brads from the collection on top. Super simple to glue down. I did take the foam backing off so that it did not cause any more bulk here. So I just peeled that off and then found the magnet and glued it down. I used some of the stickers to make this little border up here because it matched the paper I used down here. Now, most of my album, the covers as well as most of the pages, the front portions are all matted in gold and white. The gold and white are both from my stash. This little pocket is super fun though. So magnetic, lift that up. I have a little strip here to cover my magnet. And then I have this fun, one of the 4x6 elements. Again, I did this in gold and white. Now, I do not have a tutorial for my insert, so I'm going to go ahead and give you all of the measurements in case you want to make the same type of inserts. This is a flip up. So what we have here is Black Artisan cardstock. That is, we have 6 3/4. So I put these together so that they would fit, is what I have done here. I do believe I would have had to, because it's more than 12. Not quite sure how I did that. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, so this is 7 1/4 tall by 4 3/4, and then you have a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 piece that goes on top. So you'd score this one, the one that is 7 1/4, at 1/2 inch, and then this goes over the top to make your flap. And then what I did here is I used white paper in the background because I wanted the gold up against the red. Most of my matting is done the opposite of that. And that is measured at 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. The gold is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then of course our 4 by 6 element from the element sheet. And then on the inside, I did all these individual white photo mats so that you could open this up this way or this way and put like a photo reel. Each one of these is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4 tall. And I just spaced them apart and put them along there. So like I said, you can put photos. If you just wanted to put a full page one, you can do that as well. And that little fun one just tucks right inside that pocket, and there's your magnetic closure. On this side, I started with just this page here. And what I did with this, now I have these We Are Memory Keepers mini 8 punches, and this one does this fun little doily. So what I did, if you happen to have one of these or something, one of the other ones that does round, it is a 6 by 6 piece of paper to make these. However, I did mine 6 by 3 and only did one side. And that way it lined up along my page and just made this nice little doily. If you don't have that, you can use a regular paper doily from your stash. Or you can cut one on your Cricut or Brother machine, whatever works for you on that. So I also, once I added this, I put this piece of ephemera. Now the Simple Stories ephemera comes with a white, more of a white border, and I just trimmed that down, fussy cut it down a little bit because I like the way it looked without that so much of that border, and added that. And then you can just throw a picture on top of here, super pretty. But I also wanted to add a little bit more, so I did put another flap in here. And I'm actually going to make this a little bigger in my other album, so we'll go over that with that. And I just added a strip of paper which covers my magnet. There is a magnet under this doily, and then there is a magnet here, and that's how this closes. Then I put some fun stuff inside. I did this from this is from the Journaling Elements. I cut around the parts, fussy cut. This is another one. And then I cut out the bird from one of these pages with the lantern and just placed it on top and another one of those doilies and cut it to fit my flap. And that way I can stick something in this pocket, and this becomes a little tuck pocket as well. And I liked how this looked with the little celebrate and part of that Christmas tree sticking out. So that is that panel. Now here comes the fun stuff on the inside. So our middle is a 4-page waterfall with a magnetic closure with one of the 3x4 elements matted in this little belly band here. And then I just have a strip back here to hide my magnet. I left the backs of these white. And then I just put the gold foil paper, 3/8 of an inch, I believe is what I did here. Half an inch across the bottom of each of these to actually embellish those a little bit more. The first signature, now we have 3 signatures on an accordion spine system here. This one has a flip, white photo mats on the back, flip here, white photo mats, and then this big area for photos. And you can actually turn these whichever way you like, I do believe, if you place your magnet correctly. For mine, my magnet is on this one, not on the underside, so I did have to place it that way. Now, each one of these is a pocket page, so I have these fun little photo mats that I put inside, and these fit perfectly at 5.5 by 6 3/4. I rounded all of my corners, and then I just put a coordinating strip of my scrap on each one. I'm just grabbing a piece of paper here, hopefully kind of off camera. So you can see I glued these just around that edge so that I could slip a picture inside of here if I wanted to. And that's that way on both sides. And I have one of these in each pocket, and I just tried to coordinate my paper, and they just kind of peekaboo out a little bit. See, this one has this fun pocket with this paper. So Signature 1, side B, super fun. I took one of the stickers, put it on the black artisan, and made this fun little paper clip just to stick in here. Just added little fun. Then we have a magnetic system here with a flip this way and a flip this way, and underneath you have these two fun bifold doors that open up, and I've matted all this with the white just so I had space for pictures. And then this was adhered also as a pocket, and I have a place to put another photo mat, which I put inside there, and it's a little bit big. I probably want to cut that down. So you'll want to measure yours depending on what you put in there. Signature 2A, and we just have our vertical pocket here. One of the tags that I embellished, I put, I die cut using one of my stacking die sets. This is a stitched rectangle, and I cut these out and put them on the back just for a fun little 2x3 picture. And then I used black artisan in between, another little fun photo mat in there. And again, we have that little same type of coloring peekaboo out there, and it's just our fun little photo mat there. Can't really talk today. I don't know what's going on. I finally have my voice back, but now I'm tripping over my words. Side B, I left this beautiful paper, peekaboo of that there, showing with those same flowers. And then our Signature 3, side A, has a stacking pocket system. And again, I took some of those tags, backed them with the die cuts, and put those in. You can fit a lot more in here. And I cut this from the top portion of this sheet of paper and this from the bottom so that they coordinated. Again, we have another one of those photo mats that slides in there and just kind of sticks out a little bit. And I have a lot of that greenery that's up here, you can see. And the fun little element is back here. So Signature 3, side B, is this fun little Z fold. So we have a little card with a tab that I cut out that fits under here. And you could probably make these a little bit differently if you wanted to. Mine are 4 1/4. This one is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I just added this little black tab. I still need to decorate the back. I didn't realize I hadn't done that yet, but I will be doing that. And then I just used paper, a scrap of paper to coordinate. So the Z fold, I have string underneath, and you open this up. We have a little pocket. I popped this up on chipboard. This was cut from one of the scraps I had left over. This is a part of the journaling elements that I cut all the way around. And this is another piece that I cut from the paper, popped it up on black paper. So this opens up. You have a side here and a side here, opens up again, and we have all of this, your pocket underneath, and then it goes the other way as well. Super fun. I love these Z folds. Now with this one, when I put this on the black paper and then fussy cut it, I put it down with glue right here so that you can actually stick something, a photo mat or an actual picture right there. So let me just tie this shut. And the back portion here, oof, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the table. We just have a fun pocket on this back panel. And this measures, and I go over this in the tutorial. Our back pocket is 5 3/4 by 3. And you can also notch this out. Now, anywhere you see that I use notches, I used my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. This portion right here makes great notches. If you have that and you don't have something else that works, it works wonderfully. And I have a piece of the chipboard from the Brads package that you can get. And here I have this fun little gift card holder. So this is one of the pieces of paper that I had. I cut this out, matted it. I put a place for a photo here. And then this, actually, I've put one in already. Fits a gift card perfectly. So if you're giving this as a gift, you can put a gift card in here. And then this fun, and this I will tell you since I don't have tutorials for these, this is 3 1/4 by, it's 4 1/8. And so 3 1/4, 6 1/2 scored at 3 1/4. I rounded all of my corners and then decorated. This fun one is 3 1/4 wide also, and it is 6 inches long. Now this one I have my string just wrapped around here. This is another fold out. So this will take, if you want to make one of these, this is a 9 5/8 by 6-inch piece of paper of the Black Artisan, and then it is scored at 3 1/4 and again at 6 1/2. And this last bit will be smaller, so that's what you want. So when it turns this way, it will fold. And I actually matted the back as well. So that is a walkthrough of my album. I'm going to wrap this all back around here and just slide that in there. I'll tie it up nicer later. And I will show you the back of the album because it is done. And I did the polka dot, red polka dot on the sides with white and gold matting. And then on the back, I did this gorgeous poinsettia. I just love this paper. I love this whole collection. It's gorgeous. And there is still some available. So if you don't have it yet, grab it before it's gone because it's absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So I am going to decorate my cover and take that picture to put at the beginning. Also, just because I am going to try this new format of, I've already cut out all the pieces to make this album again. Feel free to comment below here at my channel in the comments if you like this format better or if you like the old way that I did my videos. It's great feedback for me. So that's what I have for you. I hope you love this album as much as I do. Have a great day and happy holidays.